Now then everybody, it's Dan from homephysique.com. Now I'm just going to quickly say the sound in this video is probably going to be absolutely terrible, so I'm going to apologise, but it's mainly because I'm using the camera's inbuilt microphone, which anybody who's got a Canon T3i will know that the sound quality is shite. Basically what I'm going to do is, I did a tour on my home gym a while ago. It was one of my older videos, it was in black and white. I'm basically just going to redo it really quickly. I'm not going to start breaking down price of things, but I've got a few new things in here since I made that video, and a lot of people are asking me to do a tour which isn't obviously as long, so I'll quickly get into it. So basically just looking around, this is what I've got to deal with here. It's just a standard single garage UK style, so you can get a feel for how big it is. I always use a wide angle lens basically so I can fit things in. If I don't, you will not be able to see all the picture. But basically, let's quickly go through it. I have a Nordic track cycle here, which is where I do all my upright biking and that. Nice bit of kit. Feels quite good. It actually feels better than a lot of the ones you get in commercial gyms, even though obviously it's a fraction of the cost. I've got my two benches here. This is new compared to what I had before. This is my flat bench, which I do all my flat benching off, and I've done a few other things on there as well. This is my flat incline decline bench with the leg developer. You've obviously got the leg curl and extension attachment on there. So now this is way harder than what you have in a gym. Leg curls wise, I can do probably about 40 kilos on here for 6 reps. I was at the commercial gym the other week and I was doing like 70-80 kilos, no problem, for 10 reps. I mean, it's the pulley system. Obviously this is just direct weight, there's no pulleys involved, so it's a lot harder. What else we got? There's basically where I hang my dip belt. Got my little hand gripper there. That's 250 pound heavy gripper. It's pretty hard to use. My grip is, I've been basically trying to improve my wrist with my tendonitis. So I mean, that's as much as I can get on it. It's not much. I just have a little board there where I usually read all my stuff off for reviews. Like you say, I write some daft shit on there to try and keep me motivated. This here is basically just the assistance pattern that I've been trialing at the minute. I like to make things up and go along and you know, get a feel for things myself. That's what I've been doing. First week assistance I'll do a 5-5, and then I'll try and do like a 5-5-5, 3-3-3, and then 5-5, 3-3, 1-1. Just something I'm just playing with at the minute. Here you've got basically my supplement rack. It's where I keep all my samples and so on and so on. Got the liquid grip here, big bottle of the stuff there. It's brilliant stuff that. Don't think this is in focus, but hey ho. Again, some more stuff up there. Those are basically all my attachments, things like my straps, my wraps, and yes, I have got some gloves for when it is cold and the bar is just far too cold to hold. I will wear gloves. That's where I keep my lovely Romaleos. This here I usually have that's where I keep my Masenko sheet out when I do it. These are my Olympic dumbbell handles, 5 kilos per handle, and then you've got all your different plates there, a load of 5s, 2.5s and some 1.25s down there. Different from when I did the last video, I've now got 4 plates for the 20k ones each side. I only had 3 before. So you've got the 4 there, you've got a 15k, 10k thingy, there's a 2.5 hiding behind that 15 there. Basically you've got 2 of each on them ones. These here are my, falling over, these are my Strength Shop fractional plates. These are 0.25 kilos, there's 8 of them. They're really handy for dumbbell work and just for doing like small fractional increases in weight. I've now got the plywood base. It's a lot more sturdy than the rubber floor. There was a little bit of flex in it. It was also getting destroyed from my deadlifting. These have, like you say, I've dropped when I did my 200k PR the other day, it come down on it. It's hardly warped it. It's marked it, but it hasn't bent it or anything like that, so it's doing really well. Obviously this is the, try and get back so you can get a better look of it. This is the Bodymax CF475 heavy power rack. it's really has done the business, to be honest. I've had this for what now? Must be, come on brain, 15 months is it? Maybe more. Actually no, I think it's, when did I get it? I got it in October 2011. Yeah, so that's 12, oh come on brain, 14, 15, 16, 17 months. Yeah, and it's done the business. I mean, it's great. One thing I'll say is that if you can see that there, the slides, I mean, I can't get a shot here, but you can't get it to focus while it's running, I don't think. And you see those two marks there are two little tech screws that I've screwed in, because if you don't fix those bottom pillars in place, what happens is when you are actually doing your rows or your lat pull downs, it'll end up sticking to the actual plate mount. They'll go up and down and it'll just really piss you off and make loads of noise. Another thing here as well for people that if you've got this rack, you may notice that it's pretty hard to see, but basically here, this is usually a solid piece of metal, but I've cut it so that you get a bit extra range of motion with the cable. Notice how you can like move it around all over the place. Just drop them collars. But yeah, basically that's where I keep my collars as well usually. Those are the chains that I use for my dumbbell hooks, which I will show you now. Obviously here's your parallel bar dips. I keep meaning to drill some extra holes to bring these in a little bit more, mainly because they're still a little bit far out for me. What else? There's your lat pull down attachment there. There's the heater that's been happily trolleying along all day. Barbell, 7 foot standard Olympic barbell. This is where I have my my fake aloe vera plant. It's meant to cheer me up. Radio. Here's all the attachments. V-grip attachment, single hand attachment, flat straight bar attachment, the 2 power hooks, and the rope attachment. Now, the ones that I use the most here are obviously the power hooks, the rope, and the V-bar. Very rarely use this, and I hardly ever use this. I only really use that for rear delt raises. What else we got here? Yep. So here you've got like 2 5-kilo kettlebells, which are they're alright to use for certain things. I mean, I had them back in the day when I first like started getting into training, and I was training at home and just doing daft things. Got the ab wheel there. Anybody that's used an ab wheel before knows that it's a hardcore exercise instrument, you know, for training your abs. These are a resistance band that I used mainly before when I trained at home. I'm now using it for assisted bench. This is my Strength Shop belt. It goes there. That's where it belongs. And I think that is pretty much it. I'm hoping this has not been a long video. So, but there you go basically. Try and get back here so you get a better appreciation of the gym. Like you say, it's not a very big space, but it's all you need to get the job done. And it's all I've needed to get the job done. And that's it really. So please like, share it with your friends, subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you in my next video. Cheers now.